face, but you wouldn't be looking for it. Yeah.
I'm ready.
Sure.
Are you ready?
I'm ready.
Okay.
Yes. All right, we're back with yet another episode of Gold Mine Mondays. I'm your host, Billy Sloan, and today I have a special guest. She's a return guest. She told me she was going to be back on the show today, so we made it happen. And before I get into today's guest, we're going to give you the gold nugget of the day, as I always do, which is also provided by today's guest via, I believe it was Mr. Bob Ficklin. If they worried about you, then worry the hell out of them. I like that. So gold nugget of the day. If they worried about you, then worry the hell out of them. I can't argue with it. Give them something to talk about. All right, so today's guest is none other than Miss Andrea Cooke. How are you?
I'm doing exceptionally well. How about you?
All right, so this is going to be one of them type of conversations.
Absolutely.
I'm great. Glad to have you back on the show.
Mm-hmm.
This is a reformatted version of Gold Mine Monday, so technically it'll be like your first time. So
feels like my first time.
Yeah. So we know you encompass a whole lot of things, but my show is predominantly about music. We can touch on the other stuff that you kind of, other hats that you wear. But I always start off every show and I ask every single guest, where did you fall in love with music?
I fell in love with music as a child.
Mm-hmm.
I was very sickly, and so my mom, I slept in the bed with her. She would rock me to sleep, and she would sing this song from Porgy and Bess called "Summertime."
Porgy and Bess.
Yes, it's a stage play.
I'm not familiar. I'm gonna look it up. Pinpoint that.
And the song was "Summertime," and the transitions in it. My mom is an alto. I'm a soprano, so she sings it so much better than I ever could. But that I fell in love with music as a baby.
Okay. You say you're very sickly. You mind disclosing what was?
Now it's this thing, or back then they called it, they were afraid of crib death. So I would stop breathing a lot as a child. So she would have to, shake me a lot. So I slept with her. She said I slept with her until I was probably in my teens. But I wasn't sick then. It was just...
You just spoiled by then?
I've been spoiled my whole life. I'm spoiled now.
All right. Okay. All right. So you fell in love with a stage play song, like a kind of like I guess we could say like the theme from Annie or something like that.
Yeah.
Similar.
It was the theme song for Porgy and Bess.
Porgy and Bess. So I'm going to pinpoint it. I'm going to look it up because I like to know what my guests are talking about. And I'm not familiar with it. So, and we know you have dabbled in the arts.
Okay.
Is that was just like a one-time dabble, or?
I'm sure it's not a one time, because singing for me is joy. And a lot of the work that I do is heavy work, and I have pretty much kept the singing part to myself. Even now, even though I've sung in front of people, there's still so many people who don't know that I have the ability to be able to carry it to them. So, no, it won't be my last time. It'll probably just be, once I become president, then maybe I'll go back to.
All right, so jumping right into it. Okay, all right. So I told you before these cameras came on that the political arena is not my arena. I try to stick to music, but we know that you are you have tossed your hat in the tossed your name in the hat. Excuse me. For is it council?
It's District 5 County Commission.
County Commission. Okay. What's your end goal?
My end goal really is to help people see that we're all, whether we want to admit it or not, involved in the political process.
You told me that too.
Yeah. And music is very political. It can change the landscape of how people view the world. It can be the soundtrack of a political movement.
Very much so.
It can help engage people in a way, and connect people. I mean, that's when you go to church, the first thing that is going on when you walk into that building or that space is praise and worship. You're going to hear music because it engages you. It sometimes people get every message that they need from God through the music. Yeah.
Now, so okay, I'm with you when you're right, and that's my space. That's my area of expertise. So I'm with you when you're right. So I guess in a sense, you can't say music is political. Um, so I'm gonna ask you this question. I'm gonna ask you head on. We know that a lot has been transpiring in our city in the past few. What we're not even to the we barely into the first quarter of the year. It's been so much death and darkness and gloominess of the city.
Yeah.
What do you see as a possible resolution? Um, See, I really hate to speak on stuff because again, I don't feel like that's my arena, and I like to speak on things when I know that I can actually affect change. And like you said, music, I do got some stuff, but this ain't about me today. It's about you. What do you see happening to make the community feel or the city, I guess, feel safer?
I think that connection and presence. And not, I mean, I think sometimes people think that means law enforcement or, people who are already in quote unquote positions of power. Um, but I believe that communities have to stand up and not necessarily policing their own communities, but getting to know their neighbors. Like, I don't know, do you know your neighbor? Both of them, one on each side or one wherever. Do you know your neighbors? And there's like in my neighborhood, I love my neighborhood. I've lived there almost 35 years. And but there's an abandoned house next door to me. Across the street, there was an abandoned house. They're repairing it now. There was a huge house that had a crater-sized hole in the top of it that's now just been torn down. Those things negatively impact your mental health and your sense of community. And if you see that kind of stuff on a regular basis, it creates this sense of hopelessness. But bringing music into communities, I mean, even if there's a small group of people who just walk up and down a street playing music, introducing themselves to their neighbors, I think that could be a segue into something larger. So I know, you talk about not wanting to talk about things that aren't in your specific wheelhouse, but you don't think that everything is in your wheelhouse. I mean,
I know. So for me personally, I'm not speaking to my audience. For me personally, I know a little bit about a lot. And I'm a sponge, and I'm definitely always open to learning and absorbing new information. But when you get into, again, I agree with you that music is political, so you can express your stance through music, and people can't necessarily argue back. You just put it out there. When you get into a space where you're talking about this person versus this person, and here's my stance, and then you get people on social media, they want to fight and point fingers, but nobody's taking action. That's what I mean. Like, I kind of stay away from that. I've been having some conversations with some people that I feel are major players as far as like in from a street level to try to put some stuff together. But again, to me, that's not politics.
That's very much politics.
Is it? Okay, so break it down for me.
It's very much politics.
Okay.
Because you're creating a movement, and most policy is impacted by ground level diplomacy.
Yeah, but it's not me coming out saying, "Hey, I endorse such and such for,
endorsements are great, but that's not. That's icing for politics. That's not real politics. Is activities or conversations or connections that move the needle, which then lead to policy change. That is the goal of at least me as a politician. I want to affect change on a global level. In order to do that, similar to what's happening to me now, you got to take shots. You got to be willing to, in some ways, be a martyr for a larger cause. And I mean, if I didn't have music to get through what I'm going through now, so music is therapy. I mean, music is so much more than just a genre or a selection of genres.
Or just a sound.
Yeah, it is. So, getting like I'm not sure what it is that you're putting together, but sounds like politics to me. Even if you don't want to call it
label of that.
Yeah, I mean, because what happens? Like, let's say, so in the chair of Rosa Parks Square board, let's say you wanted to have this musical event or this coming together of like minds in Rosa Parks Square. You'd probably call me and be like, how can I have this event here? That's politics. So there's a process for reserving the park. If it's in partnership with our park board, then we may be able to waive fees. Like, that's policy. That's based on policy. That is politics. Everything, the stop signs you encounter, that's politics. Like, so that's why it's just always so disturbing, especially when it comes to musicians, because they have so much influence.
Okay, I'm listening.
So they are much more political than they want to ascribe to be.
Okay, I can go for that, but what I'm talking about is participating in the rigmarole of the
Why you don't want to take no shots, Sloan?
No, I take shots all the time.
That's all it is, then.
Yeah, I just don't, I don't like to involve myself in the debates and in the back and forth with folks, man. That ain't what I do. Huh?
Why?
I feel like it's a waste of my time, for one, and two, I know me.
So there's only a certain level where you're gonna, like, it's here. This is where the conversation is civil, and then maybe, and you don't have to say that. No response necessary.
I'm generally a nice guy. I talk to good at the same conversation with me. Like 98% of the time, you're gonna get a pretty nice chill me. But the other 2% is kind of heavy.
It's something different.
Yeah.
Will you agree that I'm the same way? 99% of the time.
I would assume so. Yeah.
99.
Yeah. So talk about. I mean, again, you force. I see what you're doing. You good at what you do. you good at what you do. You forced me into this political conversation. So what kind of shots are you taking currently?
Oh my God. I am currently, I guess in some perspectives, like the front runner in this race. I was the first one to announce that I was going to throw my hat in this. And it was pretty chill, except for like a few outliers were positioning themselves and attempting to get me to respond. I mean, I went through an ugly divorce, and so I had some good practice at not responding publicly to being shot at. And now, he and I are in a better place, not the best place, but a better place. So I can say that publicly. But now, in my announcement, I stated that I was running, that I was going to be stepping down from some of my leadership positions in order to serve in this position. I said it up front. And I also very publicly said that I'm friends with the mayor. And that immediately after making my announcement, the news asked me, did I think that that was, concern? And anybody who knows me knows that nobody tells me what to do. I do exactly what I want to do when I want to, or I don't. And so,
like you told me you was coming back on my show.
I did, and here I am.
Proceed.
So then the initial things people said that I was going to be a puppet for the mayor, and I'm like, that is literally the most insane thing that I've heard.
Why do you think that is people's first go to?
I think there's a chauvinist perspective. Somehow people believe because of where I've been positioned, which I feel like is, mostly because of my work and then relationships, because relationships are more valuable than money. So, but I earned every degree, every invite into any room that I've had an opportunity to sit at the table. I earned that myself. And then I tell people all the time that I didn't know Lester before he was running for mayor. And actually, I didn't meet him until about 2 or 3 weeks before the runoff election between him and the other candidate. So it's been very interesting being friends with him, but I'm the kind of friend that is loyal to a fault. I'm not gonna fold on my friends simply because it's gonna be a difficult, road to hoe. So the other thing is that and I've always had this professor speak. I've always spoke very proper.
I can say I can confirm that since I met you.
I laugh a lot. I don't smile a lot. So the perception is
same.
But for me, I get bitch. You get
mean, standoffish, stuck
but
up.
also, and I get all that too. And I'm none of those things.
Yeah.
So, but then so now it's like I'm not black for real. Or I'm like most of the people who are saying that didn't even go to HBCU. I live in the same hood I grew up in. I probably
say
listen to more trap music. I'm like,
they don't get no blacker than where you come from. Look, I don't know the intricacies of what people are saying, or why they're saying it, but yeah, proceed.
So instead of seeing the success that I've achieved as something that's worth applauding, somehow
you get tore down.
I get tore down, and there's this attempt to diminish me, or because
all the work you've done,
or because I happen to be single and attracted, that I've used some other means to get some unearned privilege. And I like, even on some of I don't really go back and forth with a lot of people, but sometimes I just get fed up.
Sometimes you have time.
Sometimes I have time. Actually, I didn't even have time the last time, and I still need time. But I mean, because I do like to argue, but I've tried my best to be as diplomatic as possible.
You do like to debate.
I do.
So you was kind of born for this, in a sense.
I enjoy it.
We've had many a debate.
And then you always tap out. So
yeah, because again, certain stuff to me.
It ain't necessary. It's like once it gets to a point where, well, we both know when we enter into this argument that I'm gonna find a way to win. So it's good to tap out before you lose.
Whatever. Whatever. Well, I do want to give you props on the work that I know you've done as far as like community stuff, as far as like helping the needy, because you made me a part of that, and I haven't publicly thank you for that. So thank you for making me part of
you did some diaper giveaways.
Yeah, just part of a movement that where we were able to help people, but whatever. We ain't gonna harp on that. But and also I know the work you've done in the mental health space, because you introduced me to that. So again, publicly, thank you for the work that you've done as far as like specifically for Black men. And you mentioned that there was I guess a chauvinistic approach. We ain't got to delve into that, but I can say for me personally, you helped me, which in turn helped me help other Black males to thrive in the mental health space. So I know firsthand the work that you've done in that regard. So can't speak to nothing else, but I do want to salute you for that.
Well, I never ask anybody to toot a horn for me.
Yeah.
I am always prayerful that my works will speak for me.
Damn, look how much I've come out of my shell.
I'm proud of you.
Can you tell the difference?
Do you remember the day?
Answer the question. Can you tell the difference? I can tell the difference.
Okay, all right. Cool. I remember, I don't know, you was helping me with some boxes or something in my old office. And I remember saying to you after listening to a couple minutes, I didn't know anything about what was going on with you. And I'm just like, well, have you considered talking to a therapist? And I try and say it in a way that is welcomed instead of saying, no, you need to see a therapist. Like I try my best not to do that. But I know what therapy has done for me, how liberating it's been for me to have somebody who, like, of course, my mom is a therapist too. So
shout out to Dr. Cisse.
She has raised me amazingly. And plus she's probably the best therapist that I've ever encountered. Yeah. But when I forget to take care of myself, she reminds me of how important it is that you can't pour from an empty cup.
Right.
And then in turn, my mom has high anxiety, and so I have ADHD. I'm likely on the autism spectrum too, just based off of the way that the professors speak, and then the way that I view the world. It's very black and white for me. Either you're a good person or you're not. Either you tell the truth or you're lying, because I believe the omission of the truth is a lie. And so I know that having access to therapy has been the sole purpose why I've been able to do so much work outside of being a mother of 8. Like, and how I made the decision to lose 100 pounds to make sure
that on that.
I was.
Yeah, I watched your journey on that.
I try to live a very authentic life, which is why it's so hurtful that people would lie on me. And say that I've, like, for Making Mental Health Matters is the project. We over the course of 3 years, we were awarded $1.7 million to provide no-cost mental health services. I provided that service for 5 years. So 3 years with a contract, 2 years unpaid, doing this work.
Yeah.
And so for anybody to make a false assertion that I've somehow gotten unearned income from this work is hurtful at best. But like therapy and music have been my saving graces.
Same. So again, not to harp on this, but again, if people look at me, if you know me, like my people who, if you either somewhat know me or if you're in my inner circle, you can tell the difference in me individually from, let's say, 4 or 5 years ago.
Yeah.
Like almost like a total 180, and I have to credit that to you all. Shout out Miss T as well. She did some. I know I was not.
Some heavy duty work, huh?
Yeah, I was not the ideal client, I guess you would say. Yeah, I don't want to say patient because I don't want to make it look like I'm just.
We don't call our people clients, but you can. Client is good.
Okay, yeah, we use the word client. I was not the ideal client. She had to really, really work, and it took me about right at really like 2 years before I just started letting go and let her,
You surrendered to the process.
Yeah. Because I was raised to just be this stone wall and, just aggression and,
It was all a facade.
No, it was not. No, I mean, I am a teddy bear now. Don't get me. To people that I would let in my inner circle. But if you were outside of that, then it's just like, you get what I'm saying? So she had to really work with me to kind of get me to change some of my ideologies about how I see people and see the world almost a little bit. So it took some time, but she did some amazing work. Shout out to Miss T. She one of the best.
She really is.
Yeah,
We
for
value her so much. And, she started as an intern with our agency, and so now she has her doctorate. So what I will say is a therapeutic relationship is so important. Like if you don't trust the person that is sitting across from you, then it's very difficult to tell them your most inner, darkest, shameful things. And until you believe that they're really not going to judge you. And that's what's been like the beauty of having this project. Like, we don't even talk about money when people walk through the door. There's no, like, you don't, and that typically what we experience is, as people of color, black.
That's the first thing they
That's
want.
the first thing they want to
So
know.
my previous, and then, no, this is no knock to them, but just they process it just like, man, this is smoke and mirrors. They really just want money. That's the first thing he talked about.
Yeah.
Person that was sitting across from me did not look like me. She could not relate to my experiences as a black man. And of course, I was not the ideal client. So she was like pulling teeth with me. I'm like, why am I sitting here talking to you? I'm wasting your time and mine. And so I stopped going.
And your money.
Yeah, and my money.
Yeah.
Yeah. And you introduced me and to Miss T, and again, my life has changed because of that. So again, I thank you. And this is not me.
I'm gonna say you don't have to keep.
No, I'm just saying this is not me trying to I don't know, hype up people. This is just from me to you. Yeah. I don't care what nobody else think. I'm talking about from me to you. That's what it's about. So again, thank you, and thank Miss T because she did some amazing work. And I'll continue to say that. Go ahead.
But even in our therapy practice, like now we're positioned at the Booker T. Washington Center. When you walk in, we created this ambiance of safety and welcome. And it's this principle that my mom trademarked called Taranga. And basically that means that we were waiting for you to come. And so you walk into a space that is bright champagne yellow, which everybody was like, why do you want to paint the walls yellow? And I'm like, create the vibe. Like, you need to feel happy when you don't need to come into a space that is
dark and gloomy and like
institutionalized.
Yeah, very office, very
it's already cinder block walls. So and then I make sure it smells good when people walk in. That's important to me. To have people who music is playing when you walk in.
Oh, okay. So y'all got fence.
I mean, goal is to continue to make people or to help people feel that therapy should just be a regular part of life. Like it's not something that should be reserved for the well off. It is something that is a basic right. Like people should have a basic right to be mentally healthy.
And I think we should pump that more, even through the political arena, especially for people of color, because we go through life and feel like we can drink it away, smoke it away,
shoot it away. I mean, because that's really what's happening.
That's what's happening. Yeah.
People don't have the skills to resolve conflict. And cope and poverty. All of these are layered issues that I had an opportunity to talk to the former Surgeon General, Dr. Vivek Murthy, who diagnosed America as being extremely lonely, a loneliness epidemic. And so I was able to talk to him specifically about the fact that there's a lot of resources that are available. Yeah. But how do you get the resources from one space to the people who need it? Yeah. And then help them to realize that they're valuable enough to accept said resources, that you don't have to feel prideful if something is free, but there's also value in free. So I think that a lot of, like, when you kind of bringing this conversation back full circle, in making some pretty heinous things have happened over the last 2 months. and it's impacting us all. I mean, it's a heavy feeling.
Yeah.
And but I think if more people had access to mental health services that didn't feel like a handout but a hand up, I think that more people would take advantage of it. And because I definitely would, like, we have a waiting list, of course. But I want people knocking down the doors to get.
And I put personally put a couple people on to the program, and well,
gotten some services.
Yeah.
And like as therapists and as we can't, like, if somebody else says that they're in therapy, that's one thing. We can't talk about anybody's therapeutic journey.
Yeah.
So but I was about to ask you a question when we first got started, and you were like, you can't interview me, and I'm like, I'm not gonna save it for when you come on my podcast, but I'll ask it again then. But you asked me, when did I fall in love with music? And my question was going to be to you, when did music solve your most recent issue?
I just released a video and a single recently. I didn't. That was one I had not set on. I woke up and it was like heavy on. I guess on my spirit. I guess so. I just got out of the bed. I did brush my teeth, fixing some hot tea, and I cut the mic on. It just came out, and I felt better after that.
So now I'm also gonna ask you a twofold question.
Okay.
So when did you fall in love with music? What is the song that you can identify? And then I want you to sing it, and then I'm gonna sing mine.
Why are you trying to make new rules for my show?
That's what I did.
Man, cut it out, man. So, far as I can remember, I've been asked this before. So for me, my mom had me when she was 15.
Okay.
So of course, when she went to school, and then when she got a job, she went to work. I spent most of my time with my granny.
Okay.
And what she played was the blues. So what I remember, it's kind of like that commercial. You remember that commercial? I think my man, shout out T-Fi, he posted this same commercial that we all used to see. I'm coming up.
Yeah.
The roadside. Jesus is the light of the world. Then you got I know that everything is gonna be all. But I remember that. My grandmama played a lot of Georgia Mass Choir, Reverend James Cleveland. She played those records to death. She played she played Betty Wright to death. Betty Wright was her favorite.
Oh, we. Okay.
She played.
So she was playing Betty Wright and Georgia Mass Choir.
So you gonna get that on Sunday?
Okay.
My grandma was a gangster, man. Okay. I don't really put her business out there. But she was kind of helping run a liquor house in the project.
Grandma was tea.
Yeah, grandma was a gangster. Then on Sunday morning, she gonna play that gospel music while we getting ready for church. And after that, while she cooking, you gonna hear that gospel music.
Okay.
Yeah, she was Marvin Cease. She was Betty Wright. She was Wilson Pickett. She played Otis Redding too. What else was heavy with her? A lot of them juke joint songs. I know them when I hear them, but I don't necessarily know the artist. But she played a lot of Betty Wright. So No Pain. No pain. Yeah. So I remember that all the time. And she had tapes and records of her. So that was her favorite artist. Anything blues. I'm little phone book, baby. You know
Never heard of that. Like, I know my last $2. She played.
I don't know if that. I know that song. I don't know if that was in her collection though. I'm talking specifically about Liz. Any type of juke joint music, that's what she played. Mm-hmm. So those are my earliest memories, and I would always mimic those records. And I guess that's what developed my. And then she put me in the choir when I was like 4. Yeah.
What song did you sing?
I used to lead I used to lead doggone it. Mm, 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 mm.
This little light of mine.
I used to lead this little light of mine. It's another song I used to have me lead. Was it Lily in the Valley? I was a little bitty kid. Yeah. And you got a kids choir sing. Rest in peace to Reverend Eddie D. Smith Sr. I grew up in Macedonia Church. So yeah, I was leading those little songs like that. And it's another one they used to have me lead. I don't remember it now, but yeah, it would be those. And my grandma, she was in the choir too.
We're waiting on you to sing it. Whichever song you pick.
I already sung the.
You really did it.
Game. I did.
Well, then sing it in cohesion for us.
No.
This is living in the valley. Is that how you sang it as a kid?
I'm sure it sounded like the Chipmunk back then. Yeah. I used to have church rocking though. I will say that.
Okay.
I had church rocking 4, 5 years old. That's what I was doing. Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah.
News I didn't know.
Yeah, huh?
I said news I didn't know.
Yeah, now you know. I started off in the choir. So that was my introduction. Other than performing in the projects to myself and to my grandma.
No talent shows?
Yeah, and up like 5th, 6th grade, go through middle school, we did talent shows.
Okay. Okay. Thank you for responding to my question.
Mm-hmm. Now, we ain't got to do yours, because you weren't going to do it anyway. I know how you...
I would have done it.
Nah. But we're gonna jump back and I'm taking control of my show.
Okay.
So we're going to go to your gumbo pot. I asked every guest. Gumbo is made of many ingredients. So if we were to break down Andrea's personal gumbo pot, what musical influences are we gonna find in there? I know one for sure.
I love Anita Baker.
Yeah.
I love Pastor Troy.
Okay. Okay. What's your favorite Troy song?
Rhonda.
Give me a verse of that. Yeah.
Look.
Give me the verse. You know it. You know it word for word.
Y'all know it, so I don't have to even do it. But
man, come on
now. But you know, I'm a realist. I'm more realer than reality, and I mean it's really a mantra to live by. But Black Flame.
Shout out Black Flame. I just talked to Ross a couple weeks ago, and hopefully we gonna get him on here to talk about the Black Flame legacy.
I mean, it was.
Shout out Cable as well.
It was and then I love classical music, so I can sing Ave Maria. I mean, I like every genre of music except heavy metal. Like I can't do nothing with that. Mm-hmm. But alternative music I like. I love some reggaeton music. I love Afro beats. Mm-hmm.
R.I.P. Peter Weestraw too. I'm sorry.
I like if riding in the car with me for about an hour, you're gonna hear gospel music. You're gonna hear, I mean, it's probably mostly gonna be trap music. But
you're a thug. Okay, gangster. Okay, big gangster.
But everything and I enjoy part of the like one of the symptoms of ADHD is that you can sound like other people. So like I pretty much mimic the voice of everybody that is singing or rapping or whatever. So my children get a kick out of it.
Oh, so you can do the Pastor Troy voice.
Oh, absolutely. And I was set to see Pastor Troy for the first time since college, back in November. And, you know, my oldest daughter was in ICU, so I couldn't, I mean, we didn't, Monica and I, you know, that's my homie.
Okay. Your OG ride or die.
The OG ride or die. Please know that. If somebody do something a little less than
She with
copacetic,
she with it. Gotcha.
they would assume it was me though. But like
Busy Bone say, don't let this light skin fool you.
Please don't.
I got you.
And but even like everybody who is securely around me, help to keep me grounded. They help save face for me. And that like what the whole argument about me just doing whatever somebody tells me to do is the oddest thing, because all of my friends will tell you, everybody who knows anything about me will know that like they can give me advice and I'm gonna still do whatever the hell I want to do. And now I value the advice because I know what I'm walking into. I mean, so if I make a bad decision, and somebody told me to watch out for said decision, then I'm gonna take the chin check. Like I'm having to take the chin check for standing beside my friend, and I don't have any regrets.
I mean, so realistically, that's something that we should applaud, because it's so many people switch sides when the heat is on. I've had that happen to me. When a situation looked unfavorable, so many people switched up on me.
Yeah.
So I can relate. It's just not in that same arena, I guess. And I take shots to this day.
Yeah.
From social media, be it direct or indirect.
That subliminal shit pisses me off more than just about it. It's like, just at me, because I know it's about me. So then when I come to your post and I respond, and then, it was just a general comment. No, it wasn't. Like,
so it goes back to your gold nugget. What was the gold nugget of the day?
If they worried about you, then worry the hell out of them. So that's what I'm gonna do.
All right, so we're gonna again. I know you're a booked and busy woman, so we don't want to, drag this out, and we'll respect your time. What's next for Andrea? Be it campaign wise, music wise? You do have some music out there. I don't never see you promote it. You should.
I mean,
dope single. I think the last one you dropped.
I liked it. I still do. But people want to like put you into a box and they expect you to just be one thing.
I understand that.
And they've gotten lost in them only half saying the jack of all trades is what a master of none,
yeah.
but a master of songs. It goes on, and the whole quote is much more powerful than that. Limited. So, but what's next for me is to win this county seat.
Okay.
And then on to bigger and better things. And like right now I'm in the process of selling 2 properties that I purchased with a significant change in value. So that's a good thing. And like I tell people, I had the amazing opportunity to sit on the backboard. I'm still on the said backboard. And they taught me that why would you put money in a savings account when you could put money in a money market account and yield so much more money? And it has changed the way that my relationship with money. And I try and so helping people see whatever they think I am is not something that is unattainable. I don't have any problem ever sharing information. People ask me all the time about stuff, and I rattle it off without even a thought, because it doesn't make sense for me to be this source of information and just carry this shit with me. And then
I wish more people thought like that, because it's so many gatekeepers in so many arenas. We ain't gonna get specific, but it's so many people just feel like, no, this is mine. It can only be one. It can only, that's a bullshit mentality. I'm the same way. When people ask me for information, I just give it to them. no matter what information I give you, you cannot do me, and
Right.
I cannot do you.
Right.
So, I mean,
right. And all of the opportunities that you get are designed specifically for you.
right.
So, when I think about, I do like, I think I want to sing at the World Series.
Okay, that's a goal. Okay.
And I mean, when I think about not just my current life, but why not live big and bold
Why not?
and expect all the good. And so what comes with that is a few. You got to take a few shots.
Yeah. That's something I learned in therapy too. Own who you are, own and live in your gifts. Don't be loud about it.
Right.
Yeah.
I'm getting there.
Yeah. I'm getting that too.
We're
More so than I
progress.
would. So I had a problem trying to play small and play humble, but no.
See, and that's what, and I think like I'm fastly approaching my 46th year. Two things that my 40s brought me. Number one, treasure the fucks I have left to give.
Okay. Explain.
I don't have any. Like it's
okay.
So treasure the few.
Okay.
Treasure the few I have left to
give. On the same wavelength, and I didn't even realize how much you was on the same wavelength. Because I'm getting to the age where I just don't give a fuck.
You're gonna say whatever needs to be said, and it's not an attempt to hurt your feelings, but the truth. Yeah. The fewer words between the beginning and the end of a sentence. That I'm interested in succinctness, and then I am no longer interested in shrinking for the benefit of anybody else. Yeah, same. And so you're gonna get, full-fledged, authentic Andrea in any interaction. And I've taken my friends to like galas and balls and all kinds of stuff where in places
you
where
force from your friends to do stuff that I ain't want to do, like at the opera house. I mean, and I show up for my people now.
I mean, but what I tell people is I don't code switch. This is who I am. You're going to get this version of me regardless.
She forced me to do this performance. She didn't ask me. She told me I was going to do this performance at the
Grand Opera House. And I might share it today. What do we sing?
I don't know. And then you forced me to do it.
There's only you in my life.
Okay. And then you also forced me to do a Christmas song.
It was wonderful. You had a good time.
It ended up being fun. It ended up being fun until I realized, I guess, the insinuation. Never mind. Anyway.
Oh, you talking about the thing about it was basically a rapey song?
Yeah.
I mean, I think the way that we sang it was a little bit more safe.
But it was funny and fun when we did it. It's just like featuring who? A Christmas song featuring who?
It was good.
Yeah.
We had a good time.
Moving on.
We had a good time.
So we wish you nothing but success.
I appreciate it.
I always ride with my people. Right or wrong. If you're wrong, I'm gonna tell you behind the scene, hey, you're wrong for that.
And that's exactly how I feel.
You're wrong for that now. But I'm with you. We're gonna be a united front, but I'm gonna back him like, hey, that was fucked up what you did. That's me. Yeah.
So and I appreciate that.
Continue being you, continue being great. And I gotta say, any closing words? You tell people how to follow you and when to come out and vote and do all that good stuff.
You can follow me on Instagram at the Andrea Effect. On Facebook at Cooke C Andrea, or my District 5 County Commission page, Cook for Commission. We're in early voting now. The official election day is St. Patrick's Day. And of course, because I'm cheesy, I like themes. And so I will definitely be fully dressed in St. Patrick's attire. I do believe in luck, but I also believe that God destined this.
For sure. I think I've been told you that.
Got a gold mine right in your face, but you wouldn't even looking for it.